Hello, this is Dave, and welcome to Equity Story. I think it's important just to give you an idea how, and I'm not saying obviously we're right, but how we see the market at the moment, Equity Story. And I just want to show you the Dow, and obviously we hit a high on the Dow about sort of May last year, and to be honest, since we hit that level, we don't look like going any higher. There are a lot of issues, I think, which is going to make it pretty tough to break that resistance line, and obviously those issues are at the moment just a general sentiment in the states. There is a sort of undercurrent of fear that people are worried that this isn't any real recovery. There is a fear of China that it could sort of fall over any day. There is a huge worry with Brexit in the UK. I think the Americans are very, very worried. I think Brexit could potentially be a bit of a black swan event if it happened, and of course you've got Trump and Clinton. Again, I think Trump could get in, and definitely if he does, love him or hate him, he's still going to bring a lot of volatility to the market because he's most probably going to tell people what they don't want to hear. And that's very similar. I remember Margaret Thatcher when she came into UK, she did the same thing. She told people to get on a bike, stop borrowing money, and of course, in the short term, you get a lot of pain. You've got to, as she said, told everyone get on your bike, and of course, most probably that's what they need to do in America. They need to go for quite a few years of adjustment to get some normality back into their economy. I think it's interesting because when you look at the Dow, yes, to break these levels is going to be really tough. But then the other side of the coin around the world at the moment, and what all the Americans are saying is the word TINA. Now, what TINA stands for is there is no alternative. So when you've got money, what do? Bonds are also dangerous. They're risky. That even Trump's talking about if he gets into power, negotiating the American debt, and you've got issues in Europe, and often I think a lot of this bonds, which obviously people expect, they invest in government bonds, they're going to get their money back. I think the way the world is, the world owes so much money, this might not be the case. So bonds are a danger. You're getting very little money for your cash in the bank, so there is no alternative. So potentially, I do think that if the Dow does fall over and it come back and retest these levels, I think even if it goes a little bit lower, 15,000, I think there'll be massive support simply for that reason alone. There is no alternative at the moment. When I actually look at the Dow and I go back and I like to look at historical movements in the past, you can see the fear here, which is quite extraordinary. These sort of two really big sort of falls in on the sort of price action of the Dow. If you actually go back in time, that sort of price action, obviously 2007 was bang, just one big fall. That sort of price action may be pretty similar to 2000, where the market fell, it came up, tried to recover, did it again, then went sideways for a while, and then just realized it had to go lower. Possibly it could trade like that, and really, I mean, we're not sort of interested in the Dow. We're looking to see how that could affect our market. And obviously, if the Dow comes off, we're going to go down and possibly retest this 4,800 level, which I think is possibly highly likely over the next 6 months. That's a little bit of reason why people say FPH, of course, is a great trending share. Why did we take profits? Just because that's what we're doing in this environment. We don't really want to buy the market. We just want to trend it. And I think if we see the market get a little bit more volatile, and obviously we keep a close eye on the VIX, on the volatility index, we'll be obviously getting even more aggressive with how we're trading the market. Just having a look at the trending stocks, they're all doing fine. I mean, TPM is more or less where we put it on, but again I think it'll make a good move. BAP, again, it's a great company, looking great. Magellan was high at one stage today on a pretty weak day. Again, it's good price action, happy holding. Auckland Airport looks very good, and I think have another little move a little bit higher, get a nice little profit out of her as well. And TWE had a bit of a weak day today, but we're still in profit, and I think that is such a bullish chart. It should hopefully have another move up in the next few days, as long as the Dow obviously behaves itself. Just having a look at some stocks that are in the short term, I think I really like the look of, and I think Catapult, it's got a great looking short term chart, so I think she could obviously cup up in this sort of movement and go on and test hopefully that $3 level. And little LPE. Now LPE, you've got to really look at this one, work it on a long-term chart. We were excited about that little movement last week. Now it's starting to move, so hopefully as long as she's not getting held back, which she has been in the past, a lot of people sort of been buying stock in LPE. Hopefully she can have that really good move up, and I think when she does start moving, I think she can move up pretty quickly. Just interestingly, just before I go, we're telling you about VTG the other day. What a great looking chart it had. That it's even that's stunning. And now that's got a little buy signal. It's got sort of a little resistance there, but I think VTG is obviously just a great company, and I think it's just going to go higher. I'd just like to say LNU, the report. So you can't see Linneus Technology. The report is now ready on the website, so please go and have a read about it and see what you think. Anyway, I'd like to thank you very much for listening to Equity Story, and I look forward to bringing this report tomorrow night. Good night.